It was the last day of a long one-week school break, and Vyelle had spent most of the week studying with his younger brother, Cyllee. Their mom, seeing how hard they had worked, decided it was time for a special treat. She had come across an advertisement for the grand opening of a new attraction called Bubble Planet Experience, a fun-filled, exciting place with giant ball pits, bubble rooms, and endless adventures. Without telling the kids, she secretly booked tickets for the family. After the boys finished their morning study session on Friday, their mum smiled and said, "Surprise, get ready, we're going out." Excited, Vyelle and Cyllee began guessing where they were going. Is it the zoo or the amusement park, they wondered aloud. But since Bubble Planet Experience had just opened and was completely new, they couldn't guess the surprise. When they arrived at the expo center, Vyelle noticed a huge billboard advertising Bubble Planet Experience. "What's that?" he asked, his curiosity piqued. His mum smiled and asked casually, "Would you like to go there?" "Yes," Vyelle shouted, as Cyllee's eyes lit up with excitement. They still didn't know this was part of the plan. To keep the suspense going, their mum suggested they explore the area a little more before finally revealing the big surprise. The moment their mum told them they were going to Bubble Planet, the boys couldn't contain their excitement. They ran toward the entrance, bubbling with energy. As they waited to enter, they had already started playing and laughing outside, eagerly imagining what awaited them inside. Once inside Planet Bubbles, Vyelle and Cyllee's eyes grew wide. The place was massive, filled with colourful ball pits, bubble zones, and children having the time of their lives. Without a second thought, the boys dashed off, running and jumping into every attraction. Their mum smiled, watching her kids enjoy themselves, but she suddenly realised she hadn't given them any instructions on what to do if they got separated in such a huge, crowded place. As she watched them from a distance, she lost sight of the boys for a few moments. When she finally found them, they were having a blast, diving, jumping, and disappearing into a giant ball pit. She took out her phone and started recording videos and snapping pictures of their joy. But then she noticed Vyelle's expression shift. He looked panicked. Rushing over, she asked, "What's wrong, Vyelle?" Vyelle looked worried. I think I lost my phone in the giant pit ball," he said nervously. His mum's heart sank. The pit was huge and crowded, with endless balls everywhere. "Are you sure it's in there?" she asked, hoping for a quick solution. "I think so. It must have fallen out of my pocket," Vyelle explained, trying to retrace his steps. Seeing his brother in distress, Cyllee immediately offered to help. "Let's look together," he said, determined to help Vyelle find the phone. Their mom, thinking fast, suggested calling the phone to see if they could hear it. But the noise from the other kids playing drowned out any hope of hearing the ringtone. Then, an idea struck her. She had taken lots of videos and photos. Quickly scrolling through the footage, she began to pinpoint the area where Vyelle had been when the phone must have slipped out of his pocket. Together, they isolated the general spot in the pit and began searching. Vyelle, Cyllee, and their mum carefully moved through the colourful balls, hoping for a stroke of luck. After what felt like an eternity, Cyllee suddenly shouted, "I found it!" Vyelle's phone was nestled deep in the pit. Not only did they find the phone, but his school ID and bank card, which were tucked into the phone case, were safe too. Vyelle let out a sigh of relief. "Thank you so much, Mum, and thank you, Cyllee," he said, overwhelmed with gratitude. He realised just how lucky he was to have his family there to help him, and how important it was to stay calm and think things through when problems arise. After enjoying a bit more time at Bubble Planet, the family decided it was time to leave. They went out for dinner, happily chatting about the day's excitement and what they had learned. Vyelle felt especially grateful for his family's support during his little crisis. On the way home, Cyllee quietly patted his backpack, where his favourite toy, Toink, was safe and sound. "At least Toink stayed home," he whispered to himself with a smile. As the family returned home, Vyelle thought about the day and realised something important. No matter how much fun you're having, it's always good to be careful, and when things go wrong, working together makes everything better. And so, with the memory of Bubble Planet experience fresh in their minds, Vyelle and Cyllee knew that the true treasure of the day was learning the value of teamwork and staying calm, even when things seemed tough.